Hi everyone and welcome to this flow. This flow is going to be all about flexibility and mobility drills for the hips. You will need 2 blocks. I don't think you will be needing a strap, but you can keep it next to you just in case. And we're going to begin. But before we begin, I need to show you an important notion that we need to keep in mind during this flow. So in yoga, there's something called cat and cow. So in cow, we're lifting our hips up towards the ceiling and our chest up as well. So there's a slight arch in the lower back and the hips keep going all the way up. And there's something called cat, which is the complete opposite when we bring our chin to chest, round our upper back, and tuck our tailbone in. So cat, cow. And throughout several drills, I'm going to be referring to a cow tilt or a cat tilt. In cow tilt, I want you to imagine that you're doing this with the hips, and in cat tilt, I want you to imagine that you're tucking your tailbone in and you're rounding your lower back. And we'll begin coming on all fours, bringing the wrists just underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. We're going to rock forward and back a few times. You can go as forward as you want, as back as you want. You can even send the hips all the way back. And then stopping at the center, extend your right leg back and all the way up, pointing your right toes. On the inhale, I'm lifting the leg all the way up, opening the chest. On the exhale, bending the knee, keeping the toes pointed. Now I'm going to send the foot over to the left, keep it pointed. And now I'm going to extend and flex my foot, bend it. And now point and extend. Again, flex and bend, point and extend. 2 more, flex and bend, point, extend. Last one, flex and bend, point and extend. Take it back to center, lift it all the way up, inhale, exhale to release. Doing the same thing on the left side, inhale to extend the left leg back and all the way up, open up the chest. Exhale, take it to the right side and bend your knee. And now extend the leg, flex the foot and bend. And now point and extend. Again, flex and bend, point and extend. Flex and bend, point, extend. Last one, flex and bend, point and extend. Bring it back to center, lift it all the way up, inhale. Exhale to slowly release. Sitting the hips back. We're going to come into a seated position. You might need a block for this one, just in front of you. Extending the right leg to the side and bringing the left foot in. What we're going to do is option, of course, to wear socks or put a pillow or anything that will help your foot to slide. You have 2 options here. Option 1, lifting the arms up. This is the more intense one. Option 2 would be just to keep the hands at the heart. Option 3 is to place the hands down. If you find yourself that you're rounding your back in order to place the hands down, this is where the block will come in handy. So whatever option works for you. We will start by flexing the right foot, sending the toes all the way up towards the ceiling, maybe towards you. I start by bending the right foot, bringing it in, and then lifting the hip slightly up and extending the leg. and then bend, lower it down, slide. Again, bend, extend, bend, slide. 3 more. Bend, extend, bend, slide. 2, bend, extend, bend, slide. As you can see, it's not a yoga class, it's a flexibility class, so we're just focusing on drills. Extend, bend, and slide. Now, from here, wherever your arms are, lift them all the way up. Inhale. Exhale, keep sending the chest forward and lower all the way down. You want to imagine that you want to touch the chest to the floor rather than the forehead to the floor. So really, the chest is open and I'm making a cow tilt in the hip. So I'm imagining that I'm pushing my hip all the way up towards the ceiling, opening the chest, lowering down for 1, and lift. Again for 2, cow tilt in the hip, and lift. 3 more. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see. Lower and lift. 2, cow tilt in the hip. I can't say it enough. And lift. Last 1 to lower. This is where you might need a block. We're going to hold it here. Keep making a cow tilt in the hip. You see, if I'm making a cat, I'm rounding. If I make a cow, my spine is straighter and my hips are going back. We hold here for 10, 9, 8, flex or point the right toes, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very slowly come out. We're going to switch the sides. Same option as before with the block and with the hands. Breaking the right foot in, extend your left leg. Inhale to bring the left foot in towards you, bending the knee, and then extend, bend, and slide. Again for 2, bend, extend, bend, slide. Bend, extend, bend, and slide. 2 more. Bend, extend, bend, slide. Last one. Bend, extend, bend, and slide. Wherever your arms are at, inhale to lift both arms up. Exhale to come forward. Straight knees, chest is open. You have the option, of course, to lower the hands down if you need the rest. Again, inhale to lift. Keep a cow tilt, keep the chest open and active. Exhale to lower. 3 more. Inhale to lift. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. I'm going to turn so you can see. Exhale. And 1. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to hold here. Cow tilt in those hips. Open up the chest. Breathing for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very slowly lift, bringing both knees in. Taking a moment here. And then from here, soles of the feet together, open the knees to the side for butterfly pose. Interlace the fingers on top of the feet. Open up the chest, lengthen your spine, and we're going to do 10. Keep sending the knees down, chest is open, and again, imagine you're doing a cow tilt in the hips. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, chest open, 4, 3, 2, and 1. From here, bringing knees together and taking them towards the left side. You will bring your block. Again, if you don't have a block, you can of course use a pillow or anything like that could support you. We're going to bring our hands in front of us, either like this or interlaced. The chest is pointing forward. On the inhale, I'm going to lift my right knee. Take it all the way back above the block. So bring it a bit closer if you need to. I'm not touching the floor. And then forward. We're gonna do it together for 1 and forward. For 2, this is pretty intense. And forward. For 3, if you find yourself always touching the block, you can remove it and just make sure that you're hovering above the floor and you're not touching the floor. For 2, last 1, and forward. Switching the sides, bring both knees towards the right side and place the block next to the feet. Knees are on top of each other, chest is pointing forward, hands are forward, chest is open. Inhale, lift the left knee off the mat, off the floor, off the right knee, take it back and forward. It's okay if one side is more challenging. For me, it's the left. If it feels different, that's fine. Again, for 2. It's the intention that counts in this exercise. For 3, forward. For 2, forward. Last 1, and forward. Placing the block to the side, we're going to again come on all fours. Inhale to open up the chest. Exhale to curl the back toes. Send the hips back and all the way up for your downward facing dog. Start by bending one knee, straightening the other. Keep pressing the chest towards the thighs. And then maybe straightening both knees as much as you can. It's okay if you're slightly bent or if the feet are not touching the floor, that's fine. As long as you keep working towards straightening those legs. Taking a deep breath in, inhale. And exhale. Now slowly start walking the right foot forward. Option to bring the blocks underneath the hands. So the right foot is not too far away from you, so we're not doing a low lunge or a high lunge. We're just bringing it halfway closer. Both hips are pointing towards the front of the mat. My chest is open. If you find that you're rounding, place as many blocks as you might need to. Hips are squared. I'm going to bring the blocks a bit more forward just so you can see what's happening with the front foot. I flex my right toes. My chest is actively open. My hips are squared. And then I lower. Again, for 2, you should feel a stretch in the hamstrings. Lower. For 3. Lower. 4. Lower. 5. Lower. From here, take the left leg back and come into your low lunge. Keeping the blocks if needed. Inhale. Tuck the tailbone in. So we're not doing a cow tilt. I'm not arching. I'm bringing it in. There's no arch in the lower back. Interlacing the fingers on the front knee. Inhale. Keeping that tailbone tucked in. On the exhale, I just push my hips even lower. Again, make sure you're not just arching and dumping the weight down. Again, inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. For 3. Lower. Squeeze the glutes if you can for 4. Lower. Last one for 5. Lower. Placing the hands down on the block. Inhale to open the chest. You're slightly arching in the lower back. Push the hips down. Exhale for half split. Straightening that front foot as much as you can. You can keep a slight bend in your front knee, of course. Again, inhale in your low lunge. Really push the hips down. Maybe push the chest all the way up towards the ceiling. Exhale for half split. Again for 3. Exhale. 4. Exhale. Last one for 5. Exhale. We're going to either walk the hands more forward while keeping a straight chest, a straight spine, or maybe lowering the hands down towards the mat while still keeping a straight line in the spine. Flexing the front toes, breathing 5, chest is open, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Very slowly release, extend the right leg back, rock forward and back for 3, 2, 1. Take the left leg back and take your downward dog. Breathing again for 5, for 4, for 3, 2 and 1. On your next inhale, slowly walk the left leg forward. Just like before, grab your blocks if you need to. Hips are pointing forward, both toes pointing forward, chest is open. Inhale to flex the left toes, exhale to lower. Again for 2, lower, 3, lower, 4, lower, 5, and lower. Stepping the right leg back and the right knee down, tucking the tailbone in and interlace the fingers on the front knee. Inhale here, exhale to slightly lower. Inhale to lift, exhale. Again, inhale, exhale. 2 more, inhale, exhale. 1, inhale, exhale, placing the hands down, opening up the chest, slightly arching in the lower back. Inhale, exhale for half split, flex the front toes, chest is open. You can maybe lower the blocks or maybe remove the blocks completely. Again, inhale in your low lunge, chest is open, our back is arching. Exhale, inhale, exhale. Just 2 more. Inhale, exhale, and 1. Inhale, exhale. We're gonna hold here, same options as before for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly release. Extend the left leg back, shake it out. And now from here, we're going to lift up and open the knees, the feet just a little bit wider than hip distance apart. And then you're going to bend your knees and actively open the knees to the outside. So I'm going to turn to the side so you see. So we're not doing this with the knees. We're actively opening up the knees. There's no cow tilt. I'm not arching. My tailbone is tucked. My knees are actively open. I'm going to turn so you see. So, holding your pose, you have the option to bring the hands on the inner part of the knees or of the thighs and use the hands to open the knees even more. Option 2 would be to place the hands in a straight line. Wherever you are, we're gonna hold for 10. Everything's active. Don't arch the lower back for 9, 8. If your legs are shaking, that's kind of the point. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wherever your hands are, place the right hand down. Lift the left arm up. Breathe 5, 4. If you can't reach the floor, of course, place a block. 3, 2, 1. Use your core to lift. Inhale. Exhale, left hand down, right arm up. Same option as before to place a block for 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. One more time each side. Inhale. Exhale, right hand down. 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Lift. Left hand down. 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Both hands down. Look forward, inhale. Exhale, straighten the knees. Walk the feet closer to each other. Slowly stand up, shake out the legs. And from here we'll come to a seated position, opening the legs as wide as you can. One thing to keep in mind, this is the last drill for this flow, is that I'm gonna turn. If you're rounding in your back, so if you find yourself doing this or this, even if your legs are close, if you're still doing this, take the block, place it underneath the tailbone, and that will help you create space and strength and straighten your spine. So it's really important to listen and to see where your body is at in the practice. Don't rush the steps, don't hate the props. A lot of people hate using blocks or hate putting a strap on or using the wall, but sometimes it's crucial in order to help you get to where you want to be in a safe way and to help you avoid injuries. So yeah, just stay mindful. Grab a block if you need to, grab 2 blocks if you need to, doesn't really matter. And then open the legs as much as it's comfortable for you. So one thing to keep in mind is you never want to feel a pinching feeling or a tingling feeling in the inner thighs. If you feel that here, immediately make a smaller stance between the legs. Don't let the ego come in the way. Don't let the shape of the pose get in the way. Like, it looks prettier if I open my legs, I'll just breathe into the stretch. It's not the way it works. It's just gonna get you injured. So just make sure to listen to your body for today, as cliche as that may sound. So finding your pose, finding your comfort zone, get into it, and then option to hold the block in between the hands, option to not do that and just interlace the fingers, flip the palm and lift them up. We're going to flex or point the toes, whatever works for you. I'm just going to lift lower down, keeping a cow tilt in the hip this time, so we're pushing the chest forward and the hip back. We're going to inhale, lower down, keeping the chest open, and lift, and then side stretch to the right. Keep looking up towards the ceiling. Lift, center, lift, lift, lift. Again, center, lift, right, lift, center, lift, left, lift. 3 more rounds. Center, lift, right, lift, center, lift, left, lift, center, lift, right, lift, center, lift, left, lift. 1 more. Center, hold. 5, 4, 3. Keep sending the hands forward. 2, 1. Lift, to the right, hold. 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Lift, center, hold. 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Lift, left, hold. 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Lift, release, shake it out, slowly close the legs. And we will come to lay down on our backs, keeping the feet down and hip distance apart. Hands next to the hips, palms can be facing up. Tailbone tucked in, so the lower back touches the mat. Inhale and exhale. Again, inhale, exhale. One more, inhale and exhale. Slowly from here, take the legs to the right side and look to the left for a twist. Breathing 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Back to center, inhale. Exhale, taking the knees to the left, look to the right. Breathing 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And back to center. Rocking forward and back for 3. For 2, massaging the spine. Last 1, crossing the legs and coming into a seated position. Thank you so much for sharing this practice with me. I made this flow in a way that the drills are intensive, but not too much. So you could practice them every single day, or we do it a day yes, a day no. But I would really encourage you, in order to find a difference in your flexibility, consistency is key. You can't miss out, you can't skip many days and then just practice 2 hours and expect to see a transformation in your practice, or to feel that a certain pose is more comfortable if you don't practice in a regular way. So that is my advice to you. Feel free, of course, as you already know, to send me videos, send me pictures of you trying, and I will be there to guide you if needed and to offer you the help that you may need. Thank you.